Hi, I'm Ridhi Raj, the reading fairy, and welcome to a chapter read of Freeing Kariba. This was written by author Carin Moffatt. You may know her from her first book, which was Wild Faith Trilogy, and this is her debut into romance as such. It says in the back that Kariba has always been the dependable one, mother, worker, fixer. But when the life she's built starts to feel less like stability and more like slavery, she does the unthinkable. She walks away. What follows isn't just reinvention, it's a reclamation, set against the quiet rhythms of farm life and the raw, aching beauty of starting over. Freeing Kariba is a powerful story of awakening, emotional, sensual, spiritual. When Matt, a grounded, steady field manager, enters her world, Kariba doesn't expect desire to return, but it does, loud and unapologetic. And with it comes something even more radical, the chance to be seen, not just as a mother, co worker, or a savior, survivor, but as a woman, unflinching and beautifully honest. Freeing Kariba is a bold, tender story about liberation from roles, silence, and from the chains we don't even realize we're wearing. It's for anyone who's ever felt like a slave to expectation and is finally ready for freedom through liberation. Chapter 53, Kariba. Kariba was halfway through her third email when she heard the soft knock. Before she could answer, the door to her office creaked open, and there Matt was, wearing that knowing half smile that said he'd been thinking, and whatever he'd come up with was probably going to leave her breathless. He stepped inside with two things in his hand. In one, a wide mouthed glass jar, something about it charmingly old school. Inside what looked like folded pieces of paper. In the other, a pen and three crisp sheets. He didn't sit back. He didn't lounge. He slid into the chair across from her, leaning in, elbows on his knees, present, intentional, quietly charged. He placed the jar on her desk with care, then handed her the papers and the pen. Kariba, he said, voice low but steady. I want you to write your fantasies down. She blinked. I'm not talking about neat little paragraphs or full blown novels. Just the core of it, the essence. Whatever's been tucked away in that beautiful mind of yours. Her fingers closed around the pen without even realizing it. There are 3 pages, he continued. Write one fantasy on each. Doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be pretty, just honest. He nodded toward the jar. Fold them, put them in there. She stared at him, her heart thudding in her chest like it knew something her brain hadn't caught up to yet. He gave her a crooked smile. The boys go on Camp Friday for a whole week. Then he leaned in just a touch closer, his voice now barely above a whisper. Friday night, we'll draw the first one. Kariba blinked, swallowing. He wasn't done. We won't read ahead. You won't know which paper it is until I pull it. And whatever's written, that's the night we'll live out. She couldn't breathe. There are 6 papers in total, he said. 3 from you, 3 from me. Her eyes widened. He was already ahead of her. So make sure you've got what you need, clothes, props, whatever, because you won't know what's coming until it's already begun. Holy shit. Her thoughts short circuited. Her inner goddess was doing literal somersaults. What would she write? What had he written? How far could this go? And then, just as smoothly as he'd arrived, Matt stood. He stepped to her side, bent slightly, and pressed a soft kiss to the back of her hand. A gesture that was equal parts reverent and completely loaded. See you tonight, he murmured. And then he was gone, door clicking softly behind him, leaving Kariba alone with 3 blank pages, a pen, and a pulse that wouldn't settle. And that was chapter 53 of Freeing Kariba by Carin Moffatt.